heading back in towards what's looking like a bit of an A split, Jay. Trying to see if they get some pop control. Doto gets caught off and allu can't quite find the trade.
Nice start from stadodo, first blood drawn for the Saw count. Turning away from allu though, not ready for him to pop down through pop dog. Let's force him away with some a bit of firepower and a couple of missed bullets, just suppressing and keeping that player at bay. Dycha, however, responds. Arki with the shots. stadodo following suit on allu. Snappi trades it, but Dycha falls to return. A 1 versus 3 now for Snappi. Got himself 2 kills, but no more than that. Roman at E-box will face towards the left-hand side. Get the headshots against their helmetless players here in this round. Still going to find allu though, tapping through from arki. 3 bullets connecting to the 2 players down the ramp. Burst through, Molotovs over at Summit, taps up. Eventually arki will get his secondary kill with Roman following suit on Spinx. 2 players left, Green denied a bomb plant. Not quite actually, Snappi backs him up, turns up with that second headshot. Okay, MUTiRiS responding back now, 1 versus 3 for Doto. deagle close. Sees MUTiRiS, takes him down. The accurate shooting working well for the ENCE side. Got flashes over, swing back, sees both, gets just as well. This is actually on.
No way, Jay. That was a 2v5. What a round from ENCE. What a recovery. What a turn. The specialty play that Saw have up their butt.
First peek in could be interesting. It's arki, however, that opens up on allu out towards the T-con position. Roman moving up, semi-passive angle, ready for a play to face up, but couldn't force the issue on the shoulder bait, so Dycha is going to be allowed a kill. And look at how aggressive Snappi's gotten, pushing out a pop dog, getting the frag. The 4v3 as a result gained for ENCE. They have access to the A site, potentially even a line in for the bomb to make his way out of T-con. Snappi gonna round with him at 10, doesn't get away with that frag, but 5 HP for MUTiRiS is basically as good as dead. And Doto following suit on arki to secure another fantastic site execution for ENCE. The All-Pira Roman, all that remains. He'll get 1 pick back. Dycha gonna swing wide and win out the fight as well. Bit of a risky 1v1 duel, but it works well for ENCE for Very much here out. Just takes Snappi. And flashing successful against Roman's position, and the spray to adjust doesn't do much here, just damage being done. Dycha takes the kill. arki with 1 response back. The AWP catches Doto in the midst of the air, and allu lands a leg shot on 1 player, crossing back over towards the connected control. 4 versus 2 gains, now dropping towards 3. allu turning away for that frag. His AWP skills have been great in the last couple of days, and while they were fantastic in that round, it's not going to be enough to secure the round itself. He does go down in trade, and the defuse will come through for the second round for Saw.
Yeah, look, nicely done from Saw on the retake, and it was really a position for ENCE that in that 2...
In at T-con, 2 smokes down, I believe 1 to connect to 1 to Ivy. CT's here in pop dog, will be able to keep the trades going as they try and drop down. All players flash blinded, but still held together by the Saw side. allu and Spinx, last 2 players remaining for ENCE, and it looks like Saw might lock out another good defensive round, this time on the A site. Bomb out there towards T-con, so they've got breathing room, but allu's left alone as Spinx goes falling to the AWP. stadodo sees that last man, so there's no way out for allu. Still managing to land a good frag here, so there's always going to be that to his name.
Yeah, he knows that there's a player in pop of MUTiRiS, but the player out from Sandwich is the unknown.
AWP towards Ivy, he's hoping to catch off vision onto the likes of Dycha. He's there behind the server rack, so no real opportunity to get the kill. allu, however, opens up on Just, kicks things off fantastically for the T side. Doto has responded to Dycha, strikes back on stadodo. Tag up. allu down to 67, but still getting the kill on Roman out towards Ivy. Perfect flash in. Does not catch MUTiRiS, actually. I'm not sure if they're aware of this. arki close range with the AWP shut down, and allu will end up with his 3k to get rid of MUTiRiS. And
the economy, there's just no real money here for Saw. They're on a little bit of a half buy. Roman going super aggressive in the brown halls with a teammate. They find that first pick, and they continue pushing. What is going on here?
Snappi catches the dodo as he tries to tag him up pretty heavily. He missed out most of his bullets in the pistol, but very risky stuff coming in for the CT side, and it's paying off for them. arki, deagle shot, tags up the AWP. Dycha's got to swing and respond. P250 dealt with by Snappi out of pop dog, so 3 aids all the vision for the time being. I think he can get a safe plant from here as well.
Oh, you say that, and there's a bit of an angle worked here from Just to turn into a 2v2, and he even swings out from pop, and somehow...
Here, Saw are going to exploit that same sort of positioning. Fast execute coming in towards the B side though, and the Rifles are going to have to stand and fight. It's Roman with that kill on Doto to kick things off. See the second player, but Spinx shuts him down. So they gain access to site, not quite able to get the bomb plant in. Arki gets that orb shot in on Spinx to cross. Snappi getting just at the pop dog entrance to a 3 versus 3 as the aggression doesn't quite work out as well for the CT camp. Aggression from allu will catch an angle against MUTiRiS, force him away so they can secure a relatively safe bomb plant from here, but Arki with the orb still gets the man advantage.
Yeah, allu had a lot of opportunity there, pushed up, but just can't really relay that info into kills. Dia needs to try and work with his teammate. Snappi stuck on the bomb train itself. And rotates coming in. 3 players on the CT side looking to retake the bomb site.
AK trying to see if he can get up close, but MUTiRiS shuts him down. They're Snappi with a trade response. Arki alone with low HP. That Molotov on the bomb might just secure it. There's Dan's in the midst of the smoke, actually. And Arki trying to bait in Snappi to go wide face. He can't get the shots off. He hasn't got time with no kit as well. He will get the shot on the USP, but can't find the kit. No, he does find the kit. Okay, that should be a defuse here for Saw. A 5th round going the way of the CT side.
Oh, just gets the kit in time.
And look at MUTiRiS. How aggressive he wants to be here towards this dollar position. They're going to jump around the corner. He gets that lineup spray on 1D. You can get the trade. Have gained pop dog control. The CT's being a bit more passive towards that position. They focus so heavily on the T-Con control, and they have lost a man. 1-for-1 trade keeps things even. Spammer spraying through. One player going for the backstab. allu deals with it. And Doto allowed to swing out all the way from Sandwich. Just goes down. The AWP no scope does not land. The nades up. Dia eventually will find the kill. Arki does get one of the way out, but he's alone in a 1 versus 3.
And there's just so many solo plays in terms.
Yeah. We'll be seeing a 7th to the board for the T side, a lead regained, and Saw struggling on the CT half of this map is not an encouragement. SMG close, backed up by the AWP in the back lines, gets that first kill on Doto. allu with a simple enough trade. Tight gap, Scout not connecting, allu. Gonna get backstabbed in by Roman. That's the perfect flashbang timing. The bomb gets dropped by stadodo. Now the SMG can strike, and I think Roman's just won it. 3v2. No one can get towards T-Con in time. deagle swinging up to take down Spinx to basically confirm it. allu will fight hard at this, but I don't think he's gonna win the round. Indeed, Roman shuts him down. A big investment, as you mentioned. No guns for them. Not for this next round, at least. The spot still takes down just. That's an M4 picked up. What can he do with it? Catch MUTiRiS. Sprays a bit awkward. The USP can take the damage back. Doto and Roman going back and forth in the trades. The Molotov's burning away behind the train, forcing away the bomb planter. Snappi still gets Arki, but he burns alive. So the bomb's dropped one more time in a 2v2. HP advantage to ENCE. Now they've got rifles to play with. So this actually hasn't been that bad of a force play.
Roman coming in to maybe try and back up his teammate from stadodo, maybe go a little bit further wound to go over from Ivy stadodo. The timing's so awkward from him, and they now know where Roman is. He's got to make a decision. Do you instantly save or go for this 1v2? I think he wants to have a bit of a crack at it, see if he can get this clutch together. Swing out for the bomb train, and from hell, they peek on each other's contact. Good swing out from...
I'm semi-concerned about how well this T-side is going to go. I'm going to get in the better half here towards this first map up. Josh will still flick together, get Spinx. Arki will turn his other PT-50 on towards the frag. stadodo is ready for allu in the back line, so...
Over very quickly because they think it's going to be a B play. He gets cut off and rotate too. And now Doto and Dia have to try and bring back a 2v5. It doesn't really look favorable for them.
No. Doto to fall next. Dia all in connector. 1 versus 5. We've got one player at hell. Roman does get shut down for 1 frag, but no kit, no smoke, no cover, no time. And this is as good as that. For a 7 to the board of the team.
Difference with the buy going into round 19, but certainly the amount of money that's in the reserve can make a big difference. And allu straight away got the info. They're going to start to gamble, rotate the B side.
Smokes on, here they come. AUG sprayed through. Roman will get Spinx. Dia can't find a response, but the bomb plant will be secured. 4 versus 3. And ENCE have struggled with this B site retake, admittedly with lesser weapons. This time they're on the full buy and a map advantage, so this could be an opportunity now to get a 10th and steal the lead back from Saw. Sprays through on the AK, not going so well. Snappi and Dia getting frags, leaving it all on Arki in a 1 versus 3. Peeks back, sees 2, takes 1, gets tagged to 5 points of health. Needs a secondary frag, point blank against allu, and allu will shut him down to get the defuse and keep the lead for ENCE.
ENCE probably thinking, okay, let's slow it down a little bit. That was a 3v1. We kept hunting him one by one.
ENCE. Ready for the hit. First shot missed out of the orb, but allu does not miss the second time. MUTiRiS to fall. Looking back to the back line, sees another player as they jump face, nade on towards Just, taking a 12 HP. Not ready for Roman to be so close. He gets 2 kills as Just gets 1 on the start. 3-on-2 game is ready for Snappi as well. 3 kills for Roman. Up against dycha for the quadra. Doesn't quite make it happen, but he's all alone. Utility coming in for the execution towards the B site. allu still the backlines, gets the first kill on Roman. Can't land that second. MUTiRiS wide faces, gets the trade. Spinx still here at the edge of Summit. Trades it together to keep the man advantage for the ENCE side, but just makes it a 3-on-3. Heavy damage done to him and stadodo. The bomb plant can be secure, but not without casualties. He goes down just on site with 6 points of health. arki's got to be the main damage dealer as Just falls. The last man not seen by Snappi, he does now. That could have been a very serious blind spot there. If they missed out that position, that could have been disastrous for the CT side.
I don't know what res Snappi is playing on, but this has got to be like the 3rd time on trade that there's been a player that we can see.
Yeah, exactly. With the way that these halfway rounds have been going over the last handful of days, you can imagine that they might just be able to do so. That's the doto with that Tech 9. Had moments with it over on the last series yesterday and turns up 2 frags for his name. Doto trades back on arki to a 3v3. allu responds, but Just turns up his own Tech 9 frag to an even standing once again. And Saw can be happy with this round already. They will reposition towards the B site. You're right. The AUG can't cut off Doto, so he'll be separated from the bomb retake.
The thing that started to...
AK up at heaven, checking the site itself. No info. AUG finally strikes. All left to Doto. Out of time, sees his man. The footsteps also as they make their way away. Smoke and Molotov swing. Not quite a hit here for dycha. Around the corner they'll go. Just will take a lot of damage, but get the frag together regardless for the T-side camp. 5 versus 4.
The rotates. Look at the rotates,
making their way onto the B site. One player will be all that stands on towards this execution. Spinx will push up aggressive catch just at least, so he'll trade it back to even standing, but the hit's coming through, the AWP shot's not connecting. Doto's going to go down. The scout is Snappi, unable to connect the frag.
Oh, look at stadodo too. Another lurk play coming through from Saw, and Snappi's going to have absolutely no idea he's in from CT. This has to be an instant save now from allu and Spinx. Surely they can't go for a 2v4, but they're lining up like they're going to go for this. I can't believe they're attempting. What? Why?
And Saw on to take a seriously good map here if they keep this going. Only 2 rounds, 2-16. And Spinx couldn't quite adjust himself against the dodo. Doto was swinging up from pop dog. Let's drop that bomb. Did it fall down to the lower levels? It did. The T side weren't expecting that, and while it may have seemed like it was going to be a quick play towards the B site with that opening kill, it seems like a lifeline's been bought for the CT side. This bomb.
Yeah, look, that bomb gets dropped into pop, and that's a present. And unfortunately, they can't really do anything with it. At least allu's coming in from the backlines of T-Con. dycha has got eyes on that bomb, but there is a bit of a backstab coming through. Did he get any information on Just? Well, at least allu should be able to.
Oh, but dycha goes down, so it's all left to allu. 1v3 and Just.
dycha trying to make the play into his own hands by going a little bit aggressive from Ivy with Snappi trying to back him up. Flash comes through, and they're so ready for us.
MUTiRiS not going to give up bomb position. Obviously, that bomb's been left over towards stadodo instead. They are running the timer down at the very least, but the kills are still coming through for the T-side half.
Yeah, they've got to keep fighting, and that's the honest outcome here from ENCE. You're now down a couple of players. Or even the slow walk from Ivy. Just could just push through this smoke. This should be another easy kill unless the scout somehow turns around in time. No, 5v2. This is all done, surely.
Now Spinx will get Roman. 1 trade back for the CT side, but another 4 versus 2 scenario that they couldn't win the last round, and they won't win it in this one. Snappi to fall, Spinx on 6 HP, and Saw. They will lose 1 more player. The timer will be stalled at the very least. The bomb plant will be secured, but there's no retake for Spinx. Such low HP, no utility, no kit, and no firepower. The FAMAS in check. This is going to be 16-11. This is going to be the map victory for Saw. ENCE's map pick of train. Who would have thought it coming into this series that this is what we
showed some great prowess in that second half of train, and let's just see if whether that momentum and confidence can continue, because dycha has found that first pick outside. Snappi getting the contact out from ramp, dropping down to lower. Saw have got the opportunity of just diving into that lower bomb site, getting that even trade. Now back to a 4v4.
Yeah, nice peeking from two players going down, dropping simultaneously. Couldn't line up the shot as a result for Snappi's part. Allu and Doto with a couple of good kills, though. Return back from Just will make it a 3v2. Advantage favor to ENCE. The bomb is on site, not yet planted. Roman down at observation. Are they going to bait in the kill on towards Dia? How are they going to be able to do so if they could do it at all? Player also coming in from Vents, going to check this corner, and Dia lands the shot. Bomb plant forced away. Just can't land his shots of his own right. Couldn't line it up in time. And Dia gets his 3K. Let's see what Saw can do.
Oh, it looks like they actually want to go pretty aggressive to establish a bit of ramp control, and Dia outstation. They've got the opening man advantage. Snappi turning away from the flashbang. A lot of players to deal with, and it felt like stadodo swung, and then no one else did.
Going alone. Coordination a lot over the course of the tournament so far. There's a lot of utility being posted out here towards the squeaky door, and he continues the spray. Arki peeks in towards him. Deagle can't get the 3 frags, but Roman shuts it down. Snappi trades it on towards him. So
either you don't swing at all, or you get 2 players swinging, and it was neither of those 2 options. MUTiRiS has made his way into heaven, so could be on for a little bit here. He doesn't know that info about the player towards default, though, and that's Snappi to finish off the round 4.
Smoke's down. Here comes a quick hit out of the gate in towards the bomb site. stadodo with this tech knife doing well to enter onto the first. Not checking the hard position. Spinx will get dealt with by Roman for a 2-for-1 trade. Bomb plant yet to be secured is open for main. They have seen Arki back to the back corner. 1 point of health. Snappi's Molotov will take him out of play. Just fragging away. Takes that 1 headshot. Not quite that second. Snappi trades to a 2 versus 2. But MUTiRiS turns his automatic straight onto the man of heaven, leaving it all to the man at main. Dia, the big fragger, the big star man that stood out the most to most people, I'd say. MUTiRiS has a gap in that smoke to work with, though. Tap on the bomb, the spray through. MUTiRiS is going to get forced out wide. Spray's awkward, but comes together for Dia in the end. Kit on the bomb, tapping it again. Flicks back to him with the USP, but it's not his way through the vents in the end, actually. So he's got a bit of an angle to work with against these guys, but smoke's down all squeaky means that they just don't know about it just yet. Snappi
Been gathered. The Saw looked like they were going to just take ramp and head towards lower, but now going in for a bit of an inside play. That swing! What is the timing on that?
The 5 versus 3. MUTiRiS finally responds with 1. Needs to look back up towards Hut. Couldn't line up his spray against Dia. Spinx to support him. Now leaves it all on Roman. Doto will burn. But 7 HP for him. He can sit pretty and wait for his teammates to come up with the control here. Dia is isolated. That's 1 frag. Doto going down could be an opportunity for opening himself up for Roman. 20 seconds, though. He's got to act so quickly about this bomb plant, and this retake's got to go particularly terribly for ENCE. And indeed, Roman will get shut down by Snappi at the end of it.
And especially that swing coming out for Dia really just reconciled all that information. Doto just burning.
I don't think he realized. I thought it was just a Molotov to Marshmallow. Dia is also going to go down. Spinx is going to burn. 2 molly kills coming up. Allu finally gets a response, but at this stage it's him and Snappi in a 2 versus 4.
Take. So we saw the molly going towards back default and towards the top of Heart. And the flashes were excellent too. I don't know about Doto. Wait, hang on. Are they actually going to go for this? This was a 2v4. I think now that Allu's fallen, Snappi, yeah, his best bet's probably to back off here. The thing is for ENCE is that money's crippled again. They really forced, well, didn't force, but they brought a lot of investment into this 8th round that now it's kind of have to be an equal. Saw, though, I mean, now they're probably on a position where they can instantly be reset.
And the damage already done to get that opening frag on the Source side. Roman to fall to Dia.
Ooh.
Smokes down MUTiRiS. Oh, getting that kill on Spinx. Shouldn't be allowed a face like that, but still he takes it. And wins the fight. B site now under his control. Got a player rotating. Oh. He taps up on Snappi. And now all the T side need to do is make their way into the site. They're siphoned off via lobby. They've got to make their way in from ramp. That's going to be the play at least. Allu will flash bang, trying to see if he can counter them. Doto's going to go down though. Allu burning Dia in the back lines. Manages to find a trade. So an opportunity brought back by ENCE. 3v2 favor of Saw.
Until they go for this. I mean, it's looking like a lower play. Or is it? Do they go back into lobby? Well, at least for Allu, this could be a chance on stadodo. What is happening with this round? So many back and forward affairs. A miss smoke out from Spinx to that lower bomb site. MUTiRiS finds 2 kills. Then it trades back. It's a 2v2 with Dia towards lower.
If they lose this round, MUTiRiS is going to be pissed.
Oh what?
Oh, just gets the bomb plant in. Arki's also been revealed, I think. Faces, takes one, and Dia on 19 HP up for the quadra clutch for his team.
Oh!
And he wins it. Arki couldn't get the spray together, and Dia becomes the hero they need for ENCE. And after so much work was done by MUTiRiS down in the SMG close here towards the site. To the boxes, Molotov's in, gonna try to drive him away. It's D with the opening kill, jump up, face away, spray through. Gonna try to block that bomb from making his way down through the vents, and he just goes down with it dropping in towards the open bomb site position. Arki trying to get trades, but it just falls his finish.
You've got to get that bomb down the vents, and it doesn't happen. It gets dropped, it gets pushed forward of that smoke. Arki's already dropped lower. He's waiting for his teammates to do the same setup, but if he gets pressured and needs to go over towards a rifle, there's the opportunity. Fast play outside! Oh, what? Connecting the shot.
And allu couldn't hit either in the no-scopes. Allows two players to cross, including that bomb. Just sees a gun barrel, and doto still gets the kill. So doto responds towards Snappi, but that's a 2-for-1 trade, favor to the CT side, and Arki's also going down.
A 2v4 situation, and stadodo's got to press the fight. He's got to be able to cut off Dia, get some sort of advantage back. Low HP, Dia still wins that fight. What? This guy is so insane. Every advantage was there up for stadodo. Ends on the retake. They get to double digits. What a recovery this.
I have a feeling that reason might be the CT side, but ENCE, well, they've also got themselves a good offensive line to work with. It's going to be Arki that strikes first here on the pistol round, opening things up against Snappi. Loads of players making their way down for Arki. He's going to get all this information in. CT's on rotate. Right go with a headshot. They've all got their back turned. Finally, Spinx turns up and takes back Arki. stadodo forced away from hell. Just sees one coming in from vents. They've got info on all three players now.
Really well played from Arki. Just a bait and switch setup, pulling distractions away, but the Glocks are at least trying to turn this round back in favor of ENCE. There's a chance that they can go hell to this upper bomb side, try and get that bomb down, at least play the post plant with the extra bit of money.
USP picked up for Spinx, going to lead that charge in. Bomb's going to drop. You see them coming in from vents. MUTiRiS with a swing and a hit. Dia now left alone. Serious HP disadvantage. He's worked from this before, but
much of it. A fast play out from T-Red. Ooh, there is a big gap in that smoke. One of them obviously got disallowed by the molly, perhaps.
Yeah, that's the way the smoke lands when when it bounces up. So for the fact that if you put a molly there, that's the reason why you can block that smoke pretty easily. That's why we've seen so many variations on the smoke, the diagonal ones towards the main cross, for example. A big weakness that Dia was not aware of, facing wide, going down. stadodo's going to take Snappi as well towards the outside control. I think he dropped the bomb as well. Yeah, he sees it and makes it a tidy double against doto.
Spinx can just swing onto Roman in main, but it just comes down to the information gathering. Spotting out the Heaven player, that's dealing with one. Now knowing there's another player to top side.
Oh, but catching off allu to the outside with the utility in his hands, just does exactly where Spinx is, shuts him down.
Just might get caught over aggressive. Dia with the bomb though, it goes both ways. If he overextends, and Dia finds that first fight, but they know where the bomb is.
I don't think the flash was very successful. Dink through the vents, firing blind through that smoke. I think they were trying to aim towards the main control, but not to be. AUG Scene 1, Dia's got utility in his hand, and the one drop, and a secondary kill found by Spinx blind. Snappi trying to trade it. He's going to double dip though. stadodo sacrificing the man advantage, betting on getting a better one for his team. But the bomb can make its way to site. Will MUTiRiS try to knife through the smoke? No, he won't. It will clear. He'll see doto. Exit right to his best bet, and that's perfect against allu. Not against Snappi though. 4 HP, he should be able to stay alive with the bomb explosion being much lower than before. Barely does actually. Garage and main cross smoked. He's pressing in. Are they going to push forward to the smoke? Yes, they will. MUTiRiS finds that kill on Dia. That's a big kill to open up.
Coming through, and it's the AWP in dark actually.
Smothercon sees his man, takes out doto just as the smoke blooms. A bit too much information given up. One player dropping from main. MUTiRiS is still here. Bomb plant can't be denied. The Tech 9 taps through, but Spinx goes down, leaving it a 5 versus 2. These two players on the bomb site all they have to work with. Snappi does get Arki going a bit too close for comfort, and the AWP will try strike to no avail. 15 HP for allu instead. Snappi held back to the back corner. Allu's got to fight off against the defensive. The backstabs are coming through from several. Catches Roman, swings back. Snappi goes down. He gets another good pick back. No scope doesn't connect towards Just, and they can't defend it as a result here. ENCE with a decent bomb plant, but unable to get the round itself. As 11 goes to the board of Saw, a very, very nice retake and a brilliant read as well, as you mentioned, knowing that they went down towards Secret. So 2 players on the bomb site that basically secured that fire and main cross. Just dycha and Snappi here to take control. MUTiRiS leaning up to hopefully catch a frag. Sees them both and lines them up.
Oh, that's perfect positioning. Works over the top of that smoke, gets a couple of kills. Roman takes a bit of damage, and they've seen just towards the top rafters, but Spinx got to take 2 fights at once. He does at least get just down, so that does isolate the top site to be taken. Allu with the AWP, though, distracted from heaven. Doto trying to get a bomb plant to lower, but arki's already here. Saw with continues swinging. He's let them cross out towards Secret, so they gain a lot of map control. This flank could be a very long time coming. It's Doto the first to fall, actually. Could crunch back into lobby on the backstab, get that bomb planted to drop, and that would basically be the round 1 for Saw. He spots this bomb, round's done. I'm calling it from here, and there's
there
the bomb. And Roman's even pushed her further aggressively. Spinx is now the only player left in lobby. The other couple of players are still in secret.
It is back turn as well. No idea that MUTiRiS could have even snuck up there, and the players that went to the secret control are just realizing, this is done, this is over. One small gap in the offense, exploited by MUTiRiS, and it all falls apart from there. Saw have a 4v1 against Snappi, who's got a fight to retake bomb control, probably get all 4 kills because the crossfire has now been locked at all angles, and 40 seconds to do so. Just not going to happen. Arki
misses, but the other 2 do connect, but it's a fake.
Going down towards ramp, and Arki's going to call it. He doesn't miss those shots. First frag found. Roman finds one out towards the lobby. Just will go down and trade, and allu does find MUTiRiS, but Roman there to respond. 3 versus 2. Bomb drops down towards the ramp position as Doto does isolate Arki, get a frag back, but 22 HP for a 1v2 and a 3k clutch. His footsteps to his left, isolates the headshot on Stadodo, but does not connect the kill.
He recognized this aggressive position. Looks like he's pre-aiming it, but no, he doesn't check the angle completely. MUTiRiS finds the opening gauge.
dycha falls as a result of it. Allu next up the face, feet seen, spray through, just can't quite find the frag. His teammate drops in, but just eventually gets the wallbang shot. And now 3 standing to save the round and the match for ENCE here. Snappi to 58, Doto to 60, make their way down with a vent dive. They see that one player, Spinx can't get to the entrance. They're going to spray through, continue blind. That bomb does drop, they've seen it. That nade going to follow suit back here, and Snappi does escape the ire of the CT side. They can secure a bomb plant from here.
2v4, rotates already so quickly coming out from Rab, and Doto's now alone. 1v4
GG.
to try and keep the codes alive for ENCE, and there it is, a 2-0.